The internet has become an indispensable part of modern life, connecting people across the globe and providing a vast treasure trove of information. However, behind its convenience lies a dark underworld full of terrifying hidden corners, places where the light of law and ethics can hardly reach. One of the most dangerous dark sides of the internet is underground forums, where communities with bizarre and even illegal interests exist. From illegal trade of substances and weapons to cybercrime, immoral and illegal behaviors continue silently but severely. Among these are horrifying websites such as the Cannibal Cafe, a forum specifically for people with a cannibalistic interest. The Cannibal Cafe emerged in the late 1990s, functioning as a space for individuals to share discussions about cannibalism. Although initially thought to satisfy twisted fantasies, the line between fantasy and reality gradually blurred. Some posts on this forum were not just playful jokes but actual invitations for grotesque acts. With the development of the internet, websites like this can exist for a long time without regulation due to lax cybersecurity. This raises questions about the responsibility of online platforms and how humans use technology. The dark corners of the internet not only satisfy deviant pleasures but also pose the risk of turning into terrifying realities. The internet can be a treasure trove of knowledge, but it is also a place filled with frightening mysteries, a place where horrifying events can unfold right within the digital world, often unbeknownst to most. One of the darkest corners of the internet is the Cannibal Cafe, an online forum for those with a cannibalistic interest. Established in the late 1990s, it quickly became a space where individuals could share their bizarre desires and discuss grotesque behaviors without facing restrictions. While initially just a space for satisfying dark imaginations, these discussions began to step beyond harmless fantasies. Though the owners of the site claimed all content was purely fictional and participants were adults, the truth is that many posts were deeply disturbing. Users freely shared their cannibalistic desires, which, if acted upon, would result in serious legal consequences. Some stories and writings on this site blurred the lines between fantasy and reality, leading many to doubt the true nature of these shares. One of the most shocking posts on the Cannibal Cafe was by a user named Frankie, who called for finding someone willing to be eaten. These requests were not just empty words. They included detailed exchanges of personal information and images between members, creating a chilling and dangerous atmosphere. A notable case was the encounter between Frankie and a man named Bernd Brandes, which led to the horrifying murder later known worldwide. Despite many warnings and public opposition, the Cannibal Cafe persisted for an extended period, showing how the dark corners of the internet can thrive without proper control. This event also raised significant questions about the role of online platforms in preventing life-threatening and dangerous behaviors. The case of Armin Meiwes and Bernd Brandes is one of the most horrifying and shocking events in the history of cybercrime and real-life crime. In 2001, Meiwes, a man living in Germany, posted on the Cannibal Cafe, looking for someone willing to let him eat them. This was not a joke but a call to perform a grotesque act. Bernd Brandes, a 43-year-old computer engineer, stumbled upon Meiwes' post and decided to join in the horrific agreement. After exchanging emails for a while, the two arranged to meet on the evening of March 9, 2001, at Meiwes' house in Westerfeld, Germany. The meeting began with unbelievable actions when Meiwes tried to bite off Brandes' genitals but failed. They then used a knife to cut the organ and cooked it with spices, but due to an unfortunate incident, the dish was burned and could not be consumed. The situation didn't end there. Meiwes led Brandes into the bathroom, where he gave Brandes a cocktail of painkillers mixed with alcohol. Brandes lost blood and fell unconscious. Meiwes then killed Brandes with a knife, dismembered his body and stored the parts in the freezer. These actions were recorded with a camera, and the entire process was captured on a VHS tape. Though Brandes consented to all these actions, it was still a shocking and controversial criminal case. Meiwes later continued to consume Brandes' remaining flesh and participated in other forums looking for additional victims. This case raised numerous ethical, legal, and psychological questions. The case was only discovered when a member of the Cannibal Cafe, a student from Austria, reported Meiwes' suspicious posts to the police, leading to an investigation and Meiwes' arrest. This case shocked the world and sparked widespread debates on the responsibility of online platforms in preventing dangerous behaviors. Meiwes' case not only shocked the world because of his heinous criminal actions but also because of the controversial process of discovery and trial. After committing the bloody acts against Bernd Brandes, Meiwes continued to participate in online forums, including the Cannibal Cafe, where he posted looking for people willing to become his next victims. The case began to unravel when a member of the Cannibal Cafe, a student from Austria, noticed Meiwes' posts were suspicious and posed a serious risk. This person alerted the police about Meiwes' activities, which helped them discover the posts seeking people to be eaten. On December 10, 2002, the police raided Meiwes' home, where they found irrefutable evidence of murder and cannibalism. Body parts of Brandes, along with the video recordings of the entire crime, were found in Meiwes' freezer. During the trial, Meiwes was initially sentenced to manslaughter and received an 8.5-year prison sentence, due to insufficient evidence to prove intent to murder. However, this decision faced strong opposition from the public and media, particularly as many believed Meiwes carried out the crime deliberately and with careful preparation. After appealing in 2006, the court re-examined the case and concluded that Meiwes had committed murder, not manslaughter. He was sentenced to life imprisonment and is currently serving his sentence in a prison in Frankfurt, Germany. This case not only horrified the public with its deviant behaviors but also raised serious questions about the role of online platforms in preventing and controlling dangerous actions that could occur. The case of Armin Meiwes and Bernd Brandes was shocking not only because of the grotesque criminal acts but also due to its serious consequences, leaving many questions about ethics, law, and the responsibility of online platforms. Meiwes' actions not only destroyed a life but also shattered society's trust in the protective mechanisms for people in the digital world. One of the largest consequences of the case was the strong response from the public and media, especially regarding online platforms like the Cannibal Cafe. Although it was a free forum for people to discuss personal interests, the case raised concerns about whether websites are sufficiently responsible for preventing extreme and dangerous behavior. This raised questions about the role of platforms in monitoring content and protecting users from harmful influences. Additionally, the case forced people to reconsider issues related to consent and criminal behavior. While both parties agreed to engage in the act, lawyers and legal analysts pointed out that just because one person is willing to sacrifice their life does not mean the act of killing by the other is lawful. This case caused widespread confusion about ethical boundaries, while the legal system struggled to determine Meiwes' crime, as there was no specific law in Germany regarding cannibalism at the time. Finally, the case sparked strong reactions from the international community, with many people calling for stricter regulations to monitor online platforms, as well as urging greater awareness and vigilance about the potential dangers on the internet.